One of the most common questions we get as realtors is, how's the market? And while no one can accurately predict exactly what's going to happen in the future, here are some projections based upon the trends that we're seeing locally, as well as the news on the Fed raising rates. So some things to note. The Federal Reserve officials voted on this past Wednesday to lift interest rates and penciled in 6 more increases by year's end in an effort to slow inflation. So what does this mean for housing? The Fed rate influences other consumer and business borrowing costs throughout the economy, including rates on mortgages. So raising rates typically restrains spending, while cutting rates encourages things such as borrowing. So while the Fed doesn't control the supply of homes for sale, they do, however, influence demand due to the ripple effect the rate increase will ultimately have on mortgage interest rates. So as rates increase, buyer demand will likely cool because borrowing becomes more expensive, which will then help stabilize the housing inventory levels. Again, assuming that we don't face additional headwinds on the supply side, i.e. sellers not putting their houses on the market, for example. So all that being said, an increase in mortgage rates will take time to have an impact on inventory levels. So it's possible that demand and bidding wars will pick up in the short term as we head into the spring market and as prospective buyers try to secure a house ahead of the expected rate increases this year. So in summary, it's projected that in the short to medium term, when factoring in the upcoming spring market, coupled with the extremely low inventory levels that we have, it was a record low as of February, according to the National Association of Realtors, we may see a price uptick, at least in the short to medium term, until this rate thing plays out and mortgage rates increase. So now, according to the global MLS, the marketplace for New York Capital District residential properties, here's what happened in January of this year versus February. So the number of sold listings decreased by actually 25% to 426 properties, with a top sale of $1.1 million at 46 Union Ave in Saratoga County. Average sales price decreased by 7% down to $272,000, while market-wide the average sales price is actually down similarly 7% from the peak we experienced in September of last year. So the average price per square foot dropped by 5%, down to $166 per square foot, and the inventory of properties available for sale as measured in months remained low, ending at just a 1.32 months supply of homes for sale. And the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate has been increasing, reaching 4.25% according to bankrate.com. So for tips on how to win in this market, you can download our free buyer and seller courses at the website here showing on screen at youngcourses.com. We also post regular content on our blog on the website here showing on screen. And lastly, please share our content with others just like yourself who might benefit from it. And thank you for tuning in. If we can ever be of service, please reach out. Hope to speak soon.